A few weeks later, Machio and Ru woke up in the morning as usual. Of course, Ru always uses her teenage form so that Machio doesn't ask her to play hot activities in bed. Maybe you are confused when I mention hot activity in bed. I mean, it's sex. Ru says that Machio was too lustful when Ru became her adult form. The vampire race doesn't really fit in during the day, but chances are Ru is a day walker type of vampire. Day walker type can carry out normal activities like humans and other races. In Machio's mind, Ru has greatly helped him in this village. At first, Ru eats Machio's tasteless cooking because he doesn't have salt. Machio has been trying to search for it, but he can't find it. Then Ru explained about the layer of salt in Machio's spring. If the white layer here is extracted, salt will be easily obtained in large quantities. Ru is initially very surprised that Machio is not aware of this layer. Even now, she was even more surprised to see Machio, who had just realized this. Ru has also helped Machio to light up the toilet with light magic, even though it's basically magic for Ru. Still, Machio is surprised and amazed that he can't use magic. Then Machio said that he wanted to see the orchard progress. Ru would follow him after she finished washing her face, dressing up beautifully, and preparing hot tea for Machio. After seeing the fruit fields, Ru is happy that Machio has planted other fruits here, oranges and peaches. Even though it grows a little longer than vegetables, at least various kinds of fruit can be consumed to increase vitamins in the body. Machio is also planning to plant more fruit, so Ru will look forward to it and be ready to help Machio anytime. Ru has also grown herbal tea on Machio's farm, which is also beneficial for their health. Even the same tea leaves can be made into various other tea preparations. Before long, Sabuthan rang the village's wooden bell because something was suspicious in the vicinity of the forest. Because of that, Machio and Ru immediately went to the place Sabuthan and Kuroyuki's children had pointed out. Upon arriving there, it turns out she is the girl in a small-town bar then. Machio had seen this happen before, while Ru was surprised that the girl had chased her to this forest. Then the girl apologized to Machio's pets because she had attacked them first. She was very scared because there were too many pets of Machio. After Machio helped the girl, she immediately healed herself using magic. Machio is amazed that magic is so efficient for so many things. Then the girl can finally find Ru, who always runs away from her territory. Now, she will catch Ru. But, of course, Machio's pet doesn't allow the girl to take Ru away from Machio. Then Machio and Ru took the girl to Machio's village first. The girl didn't expect that Ru was hiding and surviving in this perilous forest of death, even though the girl with extraordinary strength can be defeated easily by Machio's pet. Ru said that she also had experienced such an incident. Even they can easily avoid Ru's magic attacks. Then the girl was curious about the man beside Ru now. Because of that, Ru briefly explained while blushing like this.
旦那様って今までそんな風に呼ばれたことなかったのに。驚きました。開くだ。
Then the girl introduced herself, Tia, from the angel race. Well, even though Tia is an angel sent from the gods, Ru explains that Tia is just a girl who is crazy to fight. Tia's stamina is also powerful when fighting for a long duration. But Tia said that the stupid humans also once intended to kill the angel race as worship. Tia has been chasing Ru all this time because Ru has gone berserk in the city and is wanted by the Knights of the Noble Envoys. She was always researching strange drugs, and if there was one that Ru didn't like, she would explode it over and over again. Then Ru defends herself by saying that the nobles are always looking for trouble with her. They always forced Ru to make medicine over and over again. After all, Ru blew up her meds because of the nobles.
割と仲良さそうだな。
Then Ru admits her mistake about blowing up drugs in her kingdom. She also explains to Machio that Ru purposely hides in this forest because Tia is always looking for and chasing her. If Ru doesn't run away, Tia will fight her with more powerful magic than Ru. Tia is surprised that Ru can give in like this so easily. She is usually stubborn and does not want to admit defeat or mistakes. Ru says that she finally realized the limits of her magical abilities due to the attack from Machio's pet at the time. Then Ru invites Tia to stay here forever with Machio. Ru is sure that Tia will like this environment because Machio's fields are very high quality and harvest time is also fun. After that, Ru took Tia to tour the fruit and vegetable fields. She also introduced Zabuthun to Tia. Ru and Machio will be harvesting fruits and vegetables soon, so they invited Tia to do it too. Machio's field is too wide and can't be harvested by just 2 people. Tia can't harvest because she is an angel race, but Ru forces her because Machio will teach her how to harvest properly. After Machio shows her how to harvest vegetables, Tia tries it and manages to harvest one. Then Machio washed the vegetables and served them with salt. After Tia ate it, she was amazed by the fresh taste of Machio's vegetables. Because of that, Tia helped harvest vegetables and fruit with them until the afternoon. Ru said that growing various vegetables and fruit was a good thing, but they must also be exhausted when harvest time comes. At night, Tia tried the strawberries from the previous harvest. She was amazed by the taste of this fruit, and doing farmer activities was also a lot of fun. Then Ru once again forces Tia to stay here with Machio. Tia couldn't turn her down because she was already comfortable with this environment. After all, Ru can no longer stand Machio's lust, which makes her exhausted almost every night. Weeks passed, and Tia was used to harvesting every vegetable and fruit in Machio's field. Then Tia wants Machio to expand his strawberry field because she likes that fruit. Then Machio said that he could expand his field, but they would also be tired to harvest more. After all, if Machio grows too many vegetables and fruits, the food supply becomes overflowing and won't be able to run out if only 3 people consume it. Then Tia was thinking something about labor for Machio so he could expand the farm. Then they met the children of Kuroyuki's children. Machio loves them very much, while Tia is shocked because Machio can be close to these monsters. Machio said that someday the children of Kuroyuki's children would definitely breed again. The children of Kuroyuki's children and children. They will find their respective partners and make a big family here. I'm sure you are confused by my explanation, same as me. Then Machio tries to make a special area for his pets. He also built bigger cages so they could breed more. Machio wanted to give names to them, but he withdrew that intention because Kuroyuki's children were too many. A few days later, Zabuthun's children said goodbye to Machio to wander around for a while. But some of Zabuthun's children still live in Machio's village. Then Tia also asks for Machio's permission because she wants to go away for a while. She promised to return to Machio village soon and live here again. A few days later, Tia brought beautiful girls from the high elf race there. They are Ria, Rifa, Rikit, Riz, Riri, Rita, and Risu. Once again, they are Ria, Rifa, Rikit, Riz, Riri, Rita, and Risu. Their names start with R because they are siblings. Ria is the oldest girl, around 400 years old, and Risu, the youngest girl, is around 300 years old. Tia says their condition has been terrible for years. 200 years ago, these girls were involved in a war with the humans, and the High Elf race was nearly wiped out. Because of that, every remaining clan of the High Elf race scattered and looked for a place to live to survive. These beautiful girls only live in the deep forests and cannot have children because they did not have a place to live. Having a child was the most important thing, so they hoped that Machio would allow them to live here. Instead, they get to work for Machio and tend his fields every day. Tia and Ru also don't mind if they live in this small village.
どうですか? ね、いいでしょ? ぜひお願いします。お願いします。
喧嘩しないようにしてくれるなら構わない。
ありがとうございます。
Then Ru began to introduce the extended family of Kuroyuki and Zabuthun. Of course, these beautiful elves fainted because Machio's pets were so weird. After that, Machio helps the beautiful elves to cultivate the land, chop wood, make toilets, etc. They are very good at architecture and can build a house quickly. Machio also learned a lot about architecture from them, and their house was finally completed in just 10 days. The house of the beautiful elves is good, and because of that, Machio is a little less confident because his house is too ugly. After that, Machio and the other beauties started relaxing in this new house. The first floor is the living room, kitchen, and various rooms to be with the family. Meanwhile, the second floor contains rooms for beautiful elves. They also have a warehouse to store their needs. Many days have passed, and the beautiful elves have started to get used to living a new life in this village. Machio is also very helpful because they always diligently harvest fruits and vegetables. After the harvest, Ria said that the elves wanted to cook meat for tonight. Machio was surprised because he had just discovered that the high elf race isn't afraid of fire. According to Machio's knowledge in the previous world, the elf race loved nature very much and always took good care of the forest. Even they got rid of the steel equipment because the elf race is a magic user. Then Ria said that Machio underestimated nature too much because living like that would die quickly. Must use a variety of ways to survive in the forest. They were harvesting another vegetable a few days later, and the elves suddenly wanted to cook some bread for today's lunch. They asked Machio's permission to use the flour in the warehouse. They also have prepared bread risers, which they keep in their home storage. Machio allowed them, and he was very excited because he had never eaten bread before in this world.
パンを膨らませる天然の酵母だったんだな。
The bread is ready to be served, and Tia, Rue, and Machio are pleased with the result of cooking these beautiful elves. Machio also wanted to expand his wheat fields to produce more flour. Then Machio just remembered something, and he asked Rue, "Is there an owner of this forest?" Rue replies that this forest belongs to the Demon Lord, and Machio is shocked after hearing Rue's words. Machio didn't expect that he was establishing his own territory in the Demon Lord's place. Machio worries that the Demon Lord will be angry if he establishes the territory without permission. Then Rue calms Machio because this is his territory, and Machio doesn't get any help from the Demon Lord. So Machio didn't have to worry about such a thing.
そんなものかな。
そんなものよ。
At night, Tia, Ria, and Rue are having a sweet chat at the house of the beautiful elves. They talked about the strange thing that happened to Machio because the land in this forest was not suitable for agriculture. They also didn't expect Machio to tame the demonic monsters Inferno Wolf and Demon Spider. Machio also doesn't know about the races that exist in this world, and this is a strange thing for them. On the other hand, Machio is making more wooden utensils to prepare for the elves later. He also wants to ask the beautiful elves for help to continue the project of flowing water from the river to the village someday. A few days later, Ria said they would make iron furniture and whatever equipment the villagers needed. The high elf race could become a blacksmith to fulfill the need for iron tools. Because of that, Machio immediately made a blacksmith's place for them, and the elves immediately worked on the furniture needed. Machio was amazed by their abilities in any field. Ria said that the high elf race had lived in the world for a long time and had a lot of experience. Then the elves were very happy because they could now have a place to live. Because of that, they asked Machio to serve them tonight in the bedroom to make love until they are satisfied. They wanted children so the high elf race could have more offspring.
もう一つについてはあえて突っ込まないことにした。
The ending of episode 3 was really surprising. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to reach 30,000 subscribers within 3 months. Thank you for taking the time to watch my recap.